Hi everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood Allstate agent, Paris Patton. And today I have from Diamond State Pest Control, Dee McCauley. Thank you for coming to our show.
Thank you, Paris. I'm happy to be here.
Oh, great. I'm glad to have you here. Now, I wanted to talk to you because you want to talk all about pests, ants, and things like that. But first, before I get into that, I want to know how you actually got involved in this business.
Well, a couple years ago, about 6 years ago, I was working several jobs, and one of the buildings I was working at, Paul Kircher, the founder of Diamond State Pest Control, was servicing the building, and I took an interest in what he was doing, and I was following around and asking some questions, and he asked me if I wanted a position in his office, and I said, absolutely, I'll work part-time for you, and that's how that started.
So when you were working in the office, were you killing bugs part-time in his office? Or
No, took care of the office. I did the billing and, handled some calls and did the scheduling and ordering, so did that kind of good stuff.
All right, so basically office manager type.
Absolutely,
okay.
Yes.
All right, so what happened where you actually said, you know what, I want to go kill some bugs?
Well, I was doing all these invoices and talking to these customers, and I really didn't know what Paul was doing when he was outside in this great weather. And I asked him one day, can I go out and see what the field work is like with you? And he said, sure. And I went out in the field, and that's where I stayed.
Okay, so field work means going to people's homes and killing bugs, I guess?
Absolutely. We try to do a preventative for their homes. We want to keep the chemicals on the outside. We don't want them to have any bugs on the inside. So, we do their pest management.
All right, so all you had to do is just get a can of spray, Raid or something, and just spray down. And
No. I wish it was that simple, but it's not.
What did you have to do?
To become a certified applicator, I studied for about 6 months, and then took a test. Our test is through the Department of Ag, so once I became a certified applicator, I could go out on calls by myself and treat pests accordingly.
Okay, wow, I didn't know you have to take a test to exterminate.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's something I never knew before. So after you got your certification, I guess you went out to kill some ants. I know there's been a lot of ant problems around here in the Kent County area. Tell me about the process.
The process of killing ants, let's see, when a customer has ants, they'll generally call in, and they're primarily in the kitchen or the restroom areas where they have them. We'll go out and we will treat like their backsplash area, their coving around the kitchen, on top of their bathroom sink. When we're treating for ants, it's important to let the customer know that even though we may kill what they see on the countertops, that there's still a colony inside of the wall. And it's usually 10% is what they see that's on the outside of the wall.
Okay.
And it's a battle of attrition. The chemical stays active. We ask the customer to give it 4 weeks before they'll see complete elimination of the ants. And after that 4-week period, if they are still seeing a little bit of activity, we ask that they give us a call back for a retreat.
Okay, so if you came out to my house, saw some ants on the countertops, you treat the area, and then you tell me, hey, Paris, you're probably going to see a few ants running around, but what are they doing? How does this process work?
What happens is the queen will send out some workers. When they hit our chemical and they die off and no one is taking any food back to the queen, she sends out more workers. So the customer automatically may think, oh my goodness, we have ants again. And that's not necessarily true. It's the same colony, it's just that no one was taking any food back to the queen, so she was sending out more workers. So it's a good thing to see that activity because you're pulling them out of the wall.
Wow, you know a lot. I guess you learned a lot with that
I learned a lot.
Well, what if, later on I may have some ant problem or some other type of problem? Is it good to get on some type of maintenance program?
Absolutely. I recommend a pest management program, and our pest management program works such that we treat primarily in the summertime when their bugs are more prone to be out. So our services start early spring and they end about early fall. It's a 4-time-a-year program. They're scheduled 4 visits, scheduled about 8 weeks apart. Pricing goes by the size of the home, and we start out with like a type of a granular, then we'll move to a spray, and then in the last visit in the fall, we asked that we could get inside to lay some monitoring strips inside to see if anything should go on through the winter, and we also bait the house for mice for the winter time.
Oh, wow.
Now with our program, you know, you essentially pay for 4 visits, but we do offer any time during the winter if you should have mice or anything like that, you are allowed 4 free callbacks, so
Okay.
at no extra cost.
All right, well, that sounds great. Now, if any of my customers have any of these types of problems, how do they get in touch with you?
They can call Diamond State Pest Control at 734-1983, or they can look us up on Facebook. We have a call now button if you have any issues. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a question on Facebook. Paul, he is an entomologist. He loves to get those kind of questions, or, you know, send him a picture and he'll find out what it is for you.
Okay, great. Well, if you guys need any more information about Dee from Diamond State Pest Control, you can call me, Parris Patton, at 302-698-9272. Thank you, Dee.
Thank you, Parris.
All right.